Episode number 369.
So we say that we replace at least 5 to 6 existing tools in the marketing technology, as well as we made it really easy to share the data between some other accounting or HR or like completely different tools as well, which really needs the one organization to maintain.
Welcome to the Be Real Show with Travis Too Tall and Huff, where we talk about life, dreams, social media, and business.
Well, hello and welcome to the Be Real Show with Travis Too Tall and Huff. Folks, you know your boy is always fired up, ready to bring you a little fuego in your days, nights, weekends, or whenever you are listening to the show today. But after this show, I think you're going to want to think about your marketing and the way you control and the way you scale your marketing. As we all know, some things in marketing are easy to do. Some things are very difficult to do. And if we don't have tools and, platforms, if you want to call it, in our pocket to help us kind of scale some of these efforts, it's a lot of time spent. So I love talking to professionals like we're talking to today. Miss Nauren, Batjargal. Let's go. Nauren, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Are you ready to be real? Are you ready to be real today?
I am ready to be real. 100%.
Oh, I love it. An incredible business you've built for yourself. But take me back into your kind of journey and story. Were you always into marketing? Were you always into obviously, help building things too, selling products? Like, where did this come from?
Not really.
Really?
I mean, I've got a finance background. And I started with an initial company, like a previous company where this Erxes was born. In 2013, I've joined there as a finance officer.
Got you.
And, like when you're working in a startup, you ended up doing like wearing number of hats. And then especially when you're in the finance, you always get to involve in the operation. And here I am, Chief Operating Officer. Pretty much doing everything.
That's an interesting role to do everything. It's it's a difficult role, as we know, also in a growing company too, because you guys are constantly at a pace, unlike some other businesses. You guys are, you're going faster than some other businesses in that early stage growth company. So the business really kind of was founded in 2013. Is that roughly when it was founded, or was it founded before then?
The idea of Erxes was born in 2016.
Got you.
With initially the previous company called New Media Group. That's a marketing technology agency where like mainly do the websites and the marketing for the clients. But then, just like any other marketing agency, we had a problem engaging and like managing all those different projects, client projects, as well as once after the sale, also looking after them, constantly supporting them was always a challenge.
Right.
And
huge challenge.
Yes, huge challenge. And we probably tried so many different tools, right, and somehow it's just doesn't work out. And eventually we decided to do our own. That's when it was 2016.
Love that. So you guys built a tool for yourself, which is usually some of the best businesses, is when you're building a tool to serve your needs, and then at the end of the day, it's obviously can serve a lot of other people's needs. So tell me a little bit about what this tool does, so kind of pique our interest here on the show. What does Erxes do for people in marketing?
Yes, that's really difficult question.
Because there's many different things I was
actually.
I was like looking on the website, like you guys can do a lot of different things. You guys can handle marketing, sales, support, and management and operations. So there's kind of 4 different categories of real pillar. There's many things you can do underneath each one of those things.
That's great. Yes, I've got this question so many times, and I always ended up answering, like finding the wrong angle to answer those. But I wanted to elaborate this as in, like the marketing technology industry is a huge industry where probably the most of the softwares were developed in this industry. But, like all those technologies usually serve certain part of the business cycle. And, like when the average company uses at least 5 to 10 different tools, including those email service or, like whatever, Excel, like different tools, at least 5 to 10 different tools in order to maintain their operation. Right. But those tools don't talk to each other. And that creates a lot of extra manual work and inefficiency in the process, like work process, as well as, a lot of data losses in the process of shifting the data between all those different tools. And eventually there's a people get, like different teams start speaking in different languages. Right. And that creates a lot of barrier.
It's like telephone. You tell this person something else and they say something, they think something different, right?
That's right. And I think the idea of Erxes is really for to offer like all-in-one tool for the entire company. So we say that we replace at least 5 to 6 existing tools in the marketing technology, as well as we made it really easy to share the data between some other accounting or HR or like completely different tools as well, which really needs the one organization to maintain. So the idea of it, like eventually the one company can operate in a single tool. So then there's no like lost in translation whatsoever. And it improves a lot of performance and processing, and it's cost efficient as well. Obviously,
replacing tools that, 5 or 6 to 10 different tools. The thing about those two is they're always changing, right? Like
that's right.
So all of a sudden this tool will either allow you to do the same things you were doing for the same amount of money, or they'll say, hey, it costs the same. It costs 10 times more money or double your price to do exactly the same thing. Or you can stay on the grandfathered plan, but it's just going to be limiting the things you can do, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes that's how these software companies grow. And so what you're saying, the beautiful thing is you keep it all in one umbrella, one place. When you're having new team members come on board, one place to train, one place to to learn, instead of having to learn 5 or 6, 10 different platforms that are all constantly evolving. At least we have to just learn your platform, obviously. And but then, like you said, it works with all the other aspects of your business. I think it's a great tool. I love it. I love tools like this that are helping keep entrepreneurs, sole entrepreneurs, or even huge businesses, basically, let's just be real, saving time, more productive, spend time and value doing things you love instead of, stuff we don't love doing. And that can be eliminated with some workflows and things that you can do on one platform instead of, like you said, Excel here, over here is Word, over here's Gmail, over here's, this. And that's how most of us obviously, run things. And so I love platforms like this. Tell me, Miss Nauren, what types of clients or customers do you feel like really gravitate the best to your platform? Which ones do you feel like have the most success as far as a client?
I mean, as we've been like a marketing agency previously, obviously, some of the marketing tools turns out to be really expensive for us. The ones which is really operates with no bugs and stuff, like really costs a lot for especially the companies in the early stages. Right. And our real mission is to be accessible for the companies in all
beginning,
levels.
solo entrepreneur, just by yourself, all the way up to a huge business.
That's right. So, and that's why we've got like a different business model, which one of them is open source, which means the source code is out there free for anyone to use it. That's as long as you've got like some tech capacity. Yeah. Deploy,
to build on this. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah,
you're doing what free. Tesla's done. You've open sourced the code to for people to use the technology. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's for independent developers and little startups, tech startups, especially. Like for whoever really.
I love that.
And if you wanted to make extra money with it, it's also possible with Erxes. So that's also like impossible to believe. And then you can also contribute. You can add some bits and pieces on the platform as well if you needed to do it without us involving it. Because it's all open source. So
you could make your own edition.
That's right. And we also got our enterprise version, which basically for the enterprises, larger enterprises, which has a lot of customers, and usually they operate in a highly regulated industries like banking, insurance. So we basically offer them our tailored solution. We do most of the service ourselves, and we've got some of the big names, and basically,
that's awesome. So you have like a service
involved.
Yeah, so you have a service basically on top of a software business.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And lastly, we've got our like own little SaaS version, which is obviously for small and medium enterprises. We basically offer our subscription, which is quite simplified version for a small and medium organization.
So what does that run? And what does that run just to pique the interest of maybe just a smaller or medium business owner, just so we can kind of get an idea of that?
With no technical capacity.
Yeah, no tech capacity needed here.
Just sign up, and then create your company and do what's given already.
Gotcha.
And it's quite simplified version, so it's easier for small enterprises with maybe 5 to 10 or maybe 20 people, and mostly operates in non-technical. Even if it's technical, it's not really into marketing or like a different SaaS provider companies. So that's here we are, like serving for 3 different target groups that I've just mentioned.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I mean that could be a challenge, but that also just shows the capacity of the tool, the ability to serve many different audiences, not just one, which obviously can turn you guys into a really big company. Which is we love seeing that. And you guys are out in Mongolia, correct?
That's correct.
Beautiful thing. Incredible. I was checking out your team. I was like, you guys are great. You guys are doing a great job, man. So I commend everyone out there, to check out Erxes.io. We'll put that in the show notes too, so you guys can quickly and easily find it. And we really just appreciate your soul and energy on the show today. But now we're about to take you into our top 10. Are you ready?
Ready.
She's ready. Let's go. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Instagram or Facebook?
Facebook.
Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Laptop or a smartphone?
Smartphone.
Spotify or Pandora or other type of music platform that you like to listen to?
YouTube.
Love it.
Music platform.
Yeah, YouTube for everything. Let's go. Movies or video games if you're thinking about relaxing?
Movies.
Reading books or listening to books?
Reading books.
Get the physical. I like it. If you're thinking about investments outside of the business, outside of growing your business, obviously, stocks or real estate, which would you like?
Stocks.
Stocks. Do you have a favorite stock out there that we can pick people on out there? A good company in Mongolia, or just a company you like?
We were about to actually initiate the VC fund.
Oh, there you go. You guys are gonna go. You guys are gonna. Good for you guys. You guys are gonna be raising some capital.
Yes, and
From
supporting other technical companies as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you going to be doing it only from accredited investors, or are you also doing non-accredited investor?
Non-accredited investors.
Good for you. What platform are you going to be raising it on? Do you can you give a shout out to what platform?
We also launched launched this way of fundraising on our website, Erxes as well. I don't know whether you have seen it.
No, I haven't.
This is a pretty new way of fundraising called continuous security offering.
Huh. Never heard of that. Tell us about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, this is basically
continuous security offering.
Yes, this is basically the difference from the traditional fundraising is it's for everybody. The investor can be your clients or your community members.
Good, yes.
Or it can be anybody within your community. And
that's
unlike
awesome.
Traditional investors who mostly targeted into
accredited, like you have to have high net wealth and
that's right. And
it eliminates a lot of people when you have to have, not everyone's got 3 million in the bank and we're, doing 200.
It includes everybody. Basically, it includes everybody. It can get access to everybody as well to be in part of our company.
So important.
And one other reason that I like this way of fundraising is it gives little power to the founders. So basically, we can fundraise, but we can still be in a quiet and control.
Yes.
On
you're not getting diluted. You're not getting completely diluted.
Yes, that's right. And also, once you've done the whole processing and launch, there's not much investor, you can just deal through everything online and with investors from all over the world.
Right.
Can you imagine if you can have this investor from different country, and then you deal if you do it in a traditional way, it's going to be a lot of process. But with the CSO, everything is digital, and
I love
we can only focus on our main product rather than splitting our focus into investor relation or so many other things.
100%.
That's gives us a lot of focus.
You're in control of your own ship. You're in control of the opportunity. It's a truly new way of funding. It's a beautiful thing. When is that going to start? Is it already started now, or when is that going to start?
With the VC, we're planning to do it in a month, but
nice.
The CSO for our company fundraising is already launched the end of the last year, which is November last year.
Mm-hmm.
So which means it's already been going almost a year, and we've managed to raise a little over 1 million.
Good.
1 million. Yeah,
from just your users and from the community and stuff like that.
Yes, that's right.
That's awesome. That's what it's all about. Bootstrapping is what it's all about too. I love that. I love that what you guys have created for yourself. So when you're waking up for your day, Nauren, and you're getting yourself ready, pumped, energized, why do you love being you?
Why?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Why do you love being you?
Why do I belong you? Okay. I don't know. Really. A lot of the time, I'm really tired of being me.
Yeah. Sometimes
but
you are.
yeah, I am me.
You are. We only can be us, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I had to
Maybe
guess that I'm the kind of person that is kind to myself. You know, you want to always be that, because I think that's the hardest thing to do at any level of a life, is that we're sometimes our hardest critic, you know? And so just know you're doing your dang best, and you are doing an incredible job. And every day we can get better, right? Like, that's the beautiful thing about life, is you can always get better. You can always read a book. You can always go do something extra you didn't do yesterday, and then you can make a habit out of it, and you can change your life from that. So something simple. Do you think you'll ever retire from helping run businesses, operations, finances, and things like that, and in the corporate life?
Yes.
Nice. There's gonna be a day you're all done. We're on the yacht. We're out having. I love it. Hey, that's cool. Everyone has a different motivation, and to go with what feels best for you is the most important thing, right? Like, that's the most important thing. Do you have a routine on how you start your day? Do you have a routine on getting your day going?
Yeah, I get up and I check my email.
Got you.
Yeah, the first thing I usually do, and then have a breakfast, then go to work.
There we go.
Work.
That's the name of the game, is work.
I know, that's the life.
It is. And the thing is this, just remember, it's a marathon. Life in entrepreneurship is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Beautiful thing is, you just show up with a good amount of energy. Even if you don't have energy that day, you give it your dang best. And some days you're going to have a ton of energy. Some days you're going to have a little less. But if you show up, and the focus of action, from after doing almost 400 interviews now, guys, in 10 years almost on this damn show, is and having big time, huge guests, and having little small guests, and having guests like yourself that are incredible multi-million-dollar companies that are growing and building, is that you've been taking action in your life, you know? And I think that's the most important thing. And most importantly is to keep motivated, because there is going to be that day for you when you get to say, I'm all done. Let's go. The acquisition happens. Someone buys you guys out. Or you know, you decide, you know, the time is right for you to make that move, you know, and we're all in control of that movie. We're the star of our movie, you know. And so,
you know, like some days when you had some bad days, like one of those days, you should always remember there will be good days. Because there will be.
Yes. The marathon mentality is that,
yes.
You know, getting through that hard moment to see the end game, or finish the crossing line. Let's just be real. Crossing an objective, finishing a podcast, knocking a to-do list off. You know, everything you do in life, that's what brings you not only happiness, but I think that's what brings you true success, no matter what that looks like in your life. So just remember that. Listen to that. And take that in for those that are listening today, because it's so important. Is there a skill you're trying to master or get better at? Is there something you are trying to learn, or you know, just kind of push yourself to get better at?
Public speaking.
Nice. That's what you're doing with like the podcast today. You're hopping on shows, and good for you. Heck yeah, that's what it's all about. You're doing a great job.
I mean, as I said to you earlier, I've got a finance background,
right? And
I've been in the finance and operation field for over a decade. So when you think about it, like most of my career has been in the back of the office.
Numbers, not having to be the voice of a brand. I mean,
yes.
Do you like it? I mean,
I'm learning.
It's fun for you, though, right? It's a different side of your brain, and you know, the beautiful thing for you is that you got both the accounting and finance and that numbers game background, if you want to call it, but then you can add in the spice of marketing. You know, the new opportunities, public speaking, embracing the stage. It's an art form, and speaking in general is an art form, right? So. The way you get better at it is just what you're doing today. Get better, folks. Never forget. Take that stage when you get the opportunity. Record that podcast when someone gives you the shot to record with them, or if someone gets you a chance to speak. Yeah, just do it. Get it done. And remember this: nothing's ever perfect. You're always going to be able to look back and say, "Oh, I said something a little bit better," but who cares? You record it. You're done. You're moving on. And it's so true. If I looked at any one of my shows, like, this guy's a knucklehead. 400 shows deep, a lot different. A lot different respect is earned after 400 shows instead of one flubbed little error on one show. If I had only one show to show, then I'd be like, okay, that guy sucks. But hey, 400 deep, you got a lot of content to listen to in the meantime. And from Kai Fu Lee to Tom Bilyeu to tons of experts in the game. And most importantly, I've learned so much on every show. And that's why I keep doing it. Do you have an app or tool outside of Erxes that you like using on a daily basis in your life?
Daily basis?
Yeah, something you just gravitate to, an app or a tool, just like you're like, I like this tool. I like this app. It doesn't have to be work related completely.
Let me think. What do I have? I use to-do lists.
To-do lists, yeah. On like a notes, like the notes on your phone.
Yeah, that's something that I usually do. I'm a boring person. I think.
No, most of us are, to be real with you. At the end of the day, most of us have many things we do in life that are just tactical. I find Gmail is one of my favorite things. I love notes. I love audio notes, and it's just most important thing is it's the tools that are useful to you. There's so many damn tools out there, right? So it's like, what's most useful to you? That is the most important thing. Couple last questions for you, my friend. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show today. If you could chop it up and sit down for a steak dinner with anyone in the world, who do you want to sit down and talk to tonight?
Who do I want to talk to?
Yeah.
Wow. Just want to talk to my mom, really?
Absolutely. She do you get to talk to her often?
Like really
do you get to talk to her? Do you get
to talk to the parents, I feel like because of the work and so many different barriers, we tend to not talking as much as we should.
Yeah.
That's
until
what
it's too
I
late.
feel.
Until it's too damn late. Are your parents close to you? Are your parents close to you, or are they a longer distance away?
I'm really close, actually, but still, we don't really have much time to talk.
Yeah. The best thing I try to do with my pops, this is what I try to do. This is just a little suggestion. I always suggest it to every single person that I ever get a chance to. Take a walk with pops. Take a walk with pops. Take a walk with mom. You get outside, get outdoors once a week. Start with once a week. Make it a routine. You'll learn so much. Listen to the stories. Work at the end of the day. I had a really good friend who's built a lot of success for himself. He reminded me of this thing. He said, hey, you know what? At the end of my days, I'm not going to regret a second of time spent with my family, my kids. I'm not going to miss work. I'm not going to miss money. I'm going to want more with time. And so take advantage of it. Those that are listening today, a walk once a week. I do it with my dad. I would probably do about 3 or 4 times a week now. It started with just once a week. And like I said, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting outside, exercising, keeping them healthy, because guess what? If no one else is walking with them, get them walking, get them moving, get them grooving, because we want to keep our parents going. And then, like I said, you'll learn so much just on those adventures, listening to them. Sometimes it's awkward. Sometimes it's just silence, but sometimes there's a lot of conversation there. They want to talk a lot. And then sometimes you want to talk a lot. And then after doing it for years, 10 years of consistently weekly walks, you just learn so much about your parents. And I didn't have a great relationship with my dad. So my parents got divorced at 5 when I was in 5th grade. So it was different for me. I had to create this relationship. And so that's how I've done it. And another little way I've done it for myself, if it was just having lunch with them, to be honest with you, I wouldn't do it 5 times a week. Get it? So it's because it's a walk that I'm motivated to go do it too, because I get 45 minutes of great cardio and we actually walk pretty damn fast. And so it's just a real thing to remind yourself, knock 2 birds out with 1 stone. Take the parents for a walk, baby. Let's go. Has there been a book that has changed your life, or, a book that you either reread or, kind of sticks to your soul?
A book. The Gift of Fear.
The Gift of Fear. Ooh, that's
I don't know. I don't remember who wrote this, but I remember that after reading that book, um, I realized that a lot of time that I have doubt, like self-doubt, or when I'm about to do something, I feel like I should stop a bit. Like there's this like those like strange feelings, I should say, or phenomenon. I feel like I should hear that more, because a lot of the time I don't hear that, and I just think in a logical way, and then I do that, and then and eventually it was wrong, like it ended up being wrong decisions and stuff like that. So like after I reading that book, I feel like I should listen to myself more, like, and I think since then it helped me on so many things, even like in the hiring people. I know this is like really wrong thing to do, but still, like that, like little feeling that you have that always tell you something, you should just
go with it,
listen to it,
Oh yeah, no doubt. Always listen to your gut. Always listen to your gut. Check it with reality, but then go back to your gut and listen, because it's probably right. Like you said, well, I appreciate you coming on the show today. You are a blessed soul, a blessed energy, and the business is just in the driver's seat for continued growth through obviously more capital, bigger teams, more opportunities for you to grow. Take us and tell us where's the favorite place for the people to learn about the tool. If we could send it to them right now. We already gave it one shout out, but let's do it one more time.
Yeah, go to our website called erxes.io. And that's where you get to know about our platform and what we do and our investment rounds and stuff, like everything about us.
Everything. You guys can get a free tool, start a free account, try a live demo, and you get started today. Help stay in sync, build better relationships, scale up your business, and create a greater customer journey with Erxes. Love the tool. Love having you guys on the show today. And for you personally, where's your favorite place for people to follow you on social? Is it on LinkedIn? Do you have a favorite social platform for you personally?
Yes, LinkedIn.
So Nauren Batjargal.
Nauren Batjargal. Yes.
Nauren. I keep saying Nauren. Nauren Batjargal.
That's right.
So we'll put that in the show notes too. Well, Miss Nauren, I really appreciate your soul and energy today. I always say the world is full of abundance. But shout out to you for taking that shot in your life. You could always be in finance right now, but now you've taken a new opportunity. The stages are going to continue to get brighter for you. More blessings and opportunities for you and your business to shine and continue growth. And when the time is right, pull the cord and take the flight, because I know you're ready to enjoy also the other parts of life that you enjoy. And we appreciate you having on the show today. Folks, you've been hanging out with Miss Nauren Batjargal and Travis Too Tall and Huff. We want to thank you again for your time today, and let's keep being real.
What another epic episode. And if you enjoyed the episode today, can you please do me a favor and subscribe to our podcast, The Be Real Show, on iTunes or your favorite podcast platform. And also take a little time today, if you don't mind, and give your boy T Huff a review. I would really super appreciate it. And thank you so much for listening today. Do you want to get featured on podcasts, guys? You can be a guest. And that's right. You have a story, and the people, the good folks at I Love Podcasts. That's ILUV podcasts.com. Do that every single day. This is a new company, guys, in the space of podcast agency. And they realize a lot of the people in the space it's just a commodity, and they don't care. And these folks care. And I literally love Kenny and the team at I Love Podcasts, and they are doing it right for their customers. So you guys can be a guest on a show. ilovepodcast.com. That's ILUV podcasts.com. Let's go.